From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years. Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years. Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years. Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
With only one slot left in Pool C, two teams will battle it out. Welcome back to the Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. I am Makia Bueg, still with Daphne Cristobal and Rhea Agas. We welcome you back to Quick Set, brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart. At ang mga resulta nga ng laro kanina ay tingnan muna natin. For our first match, Adamson won against Arellano in 3 straight sets. For the second game, it was the Lady Blazers who won against the Blue Eagles in 4 sets. And for our third game naman, the defending champions won in 3 straight sets against Sanbeda. And for our last match of the day, it is the Golden Tigresses against Mapúa. Pero bago ang lahat, humingi muna tayo ng konting quick tips from Aliana Ong.
Nicole Ong, middle blocker from the Mapúa Lady Cardinal. And these are my quick tips on how to balance school and volleyball. Number one is we should be able to manage our time well. So we have to balance our schoolwork, our social life, and our volleyball trainings and games. So with that, we'll be able to manage our time well. Number two is that wag natin i-overwork yung sarili natin kasi pag in-overwork natin yung sarili natin with, kunyari, schooling or sa volleyball, mangyayari is madadrain tayo and mahihirapan tayong mapagsabay pareho. Number three is we should always look on the brighter side of things. So, pagdating sa pag-aaral and sa pag-volleyball, sa performance natin on both aspects, kailangan makikita natin yung positive side para mas ma-motivate tayo sa lahat ng ginagawa natin. I'm Aliana Nicole Ong, and those were my quick tips.
And there you have it, the team captain of the Lady Cardinals, Aliana Ong. Ngayon naman, pakinggan natin ano nga ba ang in or out kay Riza Rica Blanca.
Janelle Rica Blanca, opposite spiker from Mapúa University. And this is in or out. Afternoon games in, morning games out. Rainy day in, sunny day out. Water in, energy drink out. Playing without makeup in, playing with makeup on out. Watch a movie in, watch a series out. Training in, working out out. Pagalitan ni coach in, pagalitan ni captain out. Pancake in, puto out. I'm Raisa Janelle Rica Blanca, and that was in or out.
And it's really nice to see another side of our athletes outside of the court naman. Ngayon naman, iniimbitahan namin kayo to cheer for your team while enjoying your Shakey's favorites with the Super League meal deal. Now available in 3 types, SSL 1099, SSL Classic, and SSL Gold. And it gets even better. Classic and Gold bundles now come with a Shakey Super Card for even more perks and discounts. Whether you're courtside or couch side, enjoy the action with the Super League meal deal. You can catch the 2025 Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup matches on Puso, Pilipinas, pusop.com, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also watch the games on the Shakey Super League Facebook page. The matches will also be broadcast on Smart Sports Facebook page, and you can also catch the TV broadcast of the matches on Solar Sports on DDT Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 58, and Sky Cable Channel 70. Who do you think will get the final seat in Pool C? Will it be the girls from España or will it be the ladies from Intramuros? Once again, this is Quick Set brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart.
Point for sa inan ni Tura.
Gilang with another clean and powerful kill. Stand out from the Lady Knights.
Noresco hammers that one down. Much more urgency here, but Boyos, oh my goodness, just erupting at the right time.
All confidence that we are seeing for the College of St. Benilde.
Now here she is, right on cue. At the hang time there from Alinsog.
Without M. Banago in today's game for UST, may Coronado support at the net could be UST's help in today's game, but they'll be faced by the two-time NCAA best middle blocker Nicole Ong, who remains spectacular and consistent para dito sa side ng Mapúa Lady Cardinals. For our final game, this quadruple header Thursday, University of Santo Tomas kontra Mapúa University. Magandang hapon po muli sa inyong lahat at nagbabalik pa rin po itong Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. Still Daphne Cristobal here with Rhea Raagas, and on the sidelines, we have a Mikey Abueg para sa ating final game. Both of these squads, no, they're really eyeing to secure that spot heading on sa ating next round.
And what's even more exciting is that both squads have already experienced a 5-setter game in their respective pools. So let's see kung ano yung learning experience nila in that game and how they will translate that into this game.
Magkakaroon kaya tayo ulit ng isang 5-setter match in today's game. But taking a look at our updated group standings, nangunguna na po sa Pool A itong NU followed by FEU. Pool C, dito nangunguna ang UP for Pool D, earlier bagged their third victory. Talking about dito sa CSB Lady Blazers. Again, kita natin, no? Mapúa University with a 1-1 record, pareho sila dito ng UST. So this is gonna be a big game for both of these squads. For Pool C, again, really for this match, Rhea, pwedeng i-eye nila talaga kung sino ang makakakuha nung second spot na yon in today's game. But talking about dito sa team na to from Espanya, University of Santo Tomas, last game they were able to bag that victory, a much needed one on their end, kaya ngayon nagtabla sila at 1-1.
Exactly, Daphne. After that, a frustrating 5-set loss against UP, the the Golden Tigresses immediately moved on from that heartbreak nga, and nakakuha sila ng 54 attack points against the Letran in that game, and of course 11 block points, through which they capitalized over compared to 3 block points of Letran, also scoring more service aces here with 6 compared to 4 of Letran.
So it was during that second set wherein they dropped yung kanila ikalawang set. But of course, our Player Focus is presented by PusoP.com. Join now for free. The return of this player who unfortunately suffered from an injury during that recent UAAP season, nung UAAP season 87. Nakita natin na ang sakit nun for Sai Zagula. But right now, with her return dito sa ating preseason tournament, we also acknowledge na andun na ulit, nararamdaman natin ulit yung presensya ni Sai Zagula.
That's right, and even in the absence of key players like Angeline Poyos in their last match, Daphne, itong si Sai Zagula relied heavily on her attacks with 14 attack points, 1 block, and 1 ace, a total of 16 points for Sai Zagula. She is back on track indeed for the Golden Tigresses.
Talking about dito naman sa side ng Mapúa Lady Cardinals, this team from Intramuros won over dito din sa side ng Letran, pero sila in 5 sets.
That's right, Daphne. In their opening match again against UP, to which they lost, nag-5-setter din doon. And here in Letran also, nag-5-setter sila. But this fortunately resulted in their favor, with Mapúa scoring more, or rather less attack points, but nag-capitalize sila sa blocks nila dito, Daphne, with 10 block points compared to 3 of Letran. Also, 5 aces from Mapúa and 11 aces for Letran there. But in the end, it was really the collective effort of Mapúa at the end that prevailed in that last game.
At halatang-halata naman po, nasukin ng 5-setter match itong Mapúa University. Pero itong si Nicole Ong, during their first game kontra UP, she was just limited by 7 points, but she eagerly bounced back during their second victory kontra dito sa side ng Colegio de San Juan de Letran Lady Knights, wherein she was able to secure 17 big points.
That's right, Daphne. So really, her points and her leadership is very much anticipated, especially they're going up against not so familiar foe here, given that the UST is in the UAAP and Mapúa is playing for the NCAA. So we will expect numbers and that leadership from Nicole Ong.
But returning our conversation on the side of the UST Golden Tigresses, rookie no more, Margal Tea remains to be consistent here for Coach Shak, knowing that during their first game, she scored 9 points kontra UP despite that loss. Tapos kontra Letran naman, she scored 12 points.
Indeed, she was in fact named as the MVV of the match there against Letran. Like you made mention, also one of the key players for the Golden Tigresses in the absence of their key players.
We know that Margal Tea has been playing versatile, no? Sometimes as a middle blocker, at kung minsan din naman, nagiging opposite spiker yan para sa side ng UST. But going back on the side of the Lady Cardinals, syempre, bukod dito kay Nicole Ong, meron pa tayong mga players na we could really vouch for. Of course, talking about itong si Raisa Ricablanca, and of course, ito rin, si Freyan Garcia.
Of course, you really expect this duo to step up big time as well, together with Nicole Ong, Rica Blanca scoring 20 points against UP and 13 points against Letran. So expected that double digit from her, and Garcia as well, double digit, 12 points from UP and 11 points from Letran.
Knowing that in that recent NCAA Season 100. They finished 4th. Probably there's something that they want to improve on heading on dito sa ating preseason tournament rather. So Mapúa Lady Cardinals will go up against UST Golden Tigresses in just a while.
Good eyesight makes perfect moments. For expert eye care, state-of-the-art facilities, affordable eyewear. Go to EO. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Presenting our game officials for this match. First referee, Eli De Jesus. Second referee, Lari Escorial. It's the final match here in Rizal Memorial Coliseum. This is the Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup 2025. This match is between University of Santo Tomas Golden Tigresses and across the net, the Mapúa University Lady Cardinals. And now let us meet the starters for both teams. First, from University of Santo Tomas Golden Tigresses. First off, middle blocker number 5, Avril Braun. Outside hitter number 10, Saisa Gula. Opposite hitter number 11, Julia Balingit. Setter number 16, Gassi Carvalho. Outside hitter number 17, Angke Boyos. Middle blocker number 19, Maymay Coronado. Starting libero and team captain at number 4, Det Pepito. Head coach of the Golden Tigresses, Shak de los Santos. And now, let us meet the starters from Mapúa University Lady Cardinals. First off, opposite hitter number 2, Raisa Rica Blanca. Outside hitter number 4, Freyan Garcia. Setter number 7, Jem Gavica. Middle blocker number 9, Diwayap. Middle blocker and team captain at number 11, Yana Ong. Outside hitter number 15, Alec Leabres. Starting libero at number 6, Ces Rebustes. Head coach of the Lady Cardinals, Clarence Aying Esteban. It's the Golden Tigresses versus the Lady Cardinals. This is the Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup 2025.
Sa ating starting lineup on the side of UST, as usual, of course, Carvalho will be the starting setter here, pero Bron will be starting middle blocker para dito kay Coach Shaq. Poyos is back, Gula, of course, Julia Balingit, and Det Pepito. At syempre, May Coronado as Embanagua is not present here. Para naman dito sa Mapúa University, Gavica, Yabot Ong, Garcia, Liabres, Rica Blanca, and Rebustes. Again, this is our final game para sa ating quadruple header Thursday. It is another NCAA versus UAAP showdown. What a way to wrap this Thursday afternoon rather. Medyo na-excite lang po ako na mag-Sabado. Dahil tuloy-tuloy ang ating volleyball action sa ating Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. This set is brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza at Shakey's.
Both teams, Daphne standing at the same number of wins and losses in their pool here, with also winning the same teams and losing against the same team, that is losing against UP and winning against Letran. So ang mag-matter dito is anong team ang mag-prevail.
Yun na nga eh. Speaking of the same teams where they failed to snatch that victory, that was University of the Philippines. That team is really improving in the past few seasons, knowing that, of course, they also have a new coach. Pero yung combination ng mga rookie players at ng mga veterans, ang ganda para sa UP. Kaya sila nangunguna so far in Pool C. Pero ito, Gavika trying to connect immediately to Raisa Ricablanca.
And we talked about her earlier, Raisa Ricablanca scoring double digits in their previous 2 games. So we really expect that numbers to show up again in this must-win game against UST.
Ito si Raisa Ricablanca, standing 5'7" tall, studied in Adams University in high school. Right now, taking up BS Civil Engineering. Hirap na course yan, knowing that Mapúa is known for their engineering courses.
She's in the right school. Well, not exactly how the Golden Tigresses want to start things off here at the opening set.
3 wide para dito nga sa side ng UST Golden Tigresses. It has been a series of up and down so far for this squad. Carvalho goes to Balingit.
A great reverse set there from Cassie Carvalho to Balingit. And an activation on that opposite attack.
A lot of expectations for this rookie, Julia Balingit, knowing that, of course, Reg Jurado currently will be coming off the bench. Actually, nice to see her back. She didn't play in the previous games, no? As well as actually to si Angel Poyos. Although that hand check wouldn't be credited to her. But again, for Julia Balingit as an opposite spiker, high expectations, knowing that Reg Jurado literally carried the load in the opposite side from nandito pa si Ea Laure, no?
Yes.
Opposite nun. Itong si Reg Jurado.
But actually, Julia Balingit is doing a good job at that, embracing that responsibility that in the absence of Reg Jurado, she's really stepping up big time.
Speaking of players on the side of UST stepping up, ito Avril Bron really did a spectacular showing during her debut against UP, although they lost on that game. Pero grabe yung pinakita niya nun eh. Julia was finding her rhythm during that set number 1. It was her who paved that way. That play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart. Our way, our rules. Download the app now.
This is expected, Daphne, both teams will have this exchange of attacks, exchange of rallies, given the dynamic nga of what's happening in their pool.
Sai Zagula with her first point of this match.
And it's nice to see Sai Zagula back in shape and healthier than ever for the Golden Tigresses after sitting out last season's UAAP.
Due to that displaced tailbone fracture for Sai Zagula. Series of injuries as well experiencing for this Hispania-based squad. And sabi mo nga, nice to see them back in shape. At sana dito sa mga preseason tournaments, makuha nila ulit yung kumpiyansa na kailangan nila heading on to their main tournament. As we'll be seeing a chance ball para sa Mapúa. Running attack. Gagana yan. Ang ganda ng connection. Yabot naman.
Great ball distribution so far for Gavika here, activating all her attackers in various variations. And that time around, that's a running attack.
Lalamang ng isang puntos itong Mapúa University. Again, back-to-back games nila. 5-setter match. Sai Zagula continues to score for UST.
Again, nothing too fancy on that attack. Just a typical Sai Zagula cross-court.
During her first appearance as a rookie way back in 2022, diba parang may tinatawag pa na Holy Trinity para sa side ng UST Golden Tigresses. Sai Zagula really, parang put on a mark para sa volleyball fans, specifically sa UST fans. Doon sila nagustuhan nila Reg Jurado, nila Cassie Carvalho, that trio. Although in that sequence, that attack sailed out. So, still holding on to this 1-point lead. Itong side ng Mapúa University. Carvalho with that reverse setup. Laid by that net D for Mapúa. Miscommunication though on the side of the Lady Cardinals.
That could have been a great intention for Gavika. No, to set that one up to Nicole Ong. Unfortunately, a little miscommunication on that last sequence. Hindi nakuha ni Nicole yung timing niya sa set.
Now who will bring us onto our first technical timeout? We're deadlocked at 7. And it will be Mapúa, who's coming up on top here by a single point with those service errors on the side of the Golden Tigresses, 8-7.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Good eyesight makes perfect moments. For expert eye care, state-of-the-art facilities, affordable eyewear. Go to EO. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Unli projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Unli 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Welcome back to the Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. The girls from España have a fair share of challenges aside from the ball game, and that also includes their prelims week. But despite all the challenges, Coach Shaq de los Santos remains positive knowing that the girls have responded very well in every hurdle. Sabi niya nga ay big progress talaga ang nakikita niya, but also remaining patient until they can reap what they saw. And knowing that this is a must-win game, ang sabi nga ni Coach Shaq ay once masuot na nila ang jersey nila, kailangan na nila ito panindigan at kailangan na nila performance nila against all odds, showing the true heart and fighting spirit of a growling tiger. Daphne and Rhea?
Thank you so much, Mikey, for that report. Right on cue. Ito na. Slowly roaring itong side ng UST. As you see Julia Balingit off the blockers on that kill.
Like Mikey mentioned, Daphne, no, it's actually the prelims week of the Golden Tigresses right now. So there's that added pressure and responsibility going on this week other than that responsibility inside the court. They also have, before being an athlete, they also have the responsibility in their respective courses at school.
Hirap i-balance no, yung pagiging student-athlete, knowing that, of course, UST has been also producing a lot of students na very excellent din in terms of their academics. And something yan na gusto rin nila i-implement sa kanilang mga athletes. So not just excelling in terms of their respective sports, but making sure that their studies wouldn't be compromised.
But Rica Blanca again scoring for the Lady Cardinals as usual.
Tuwan-tuwa ang mga Batanggenyo. Malamang para dito kay Raisa Rica Blanca, hailing from Calatagan, Batangas. Facial save by Nicole Ong. Raisa muli. This time, lalabas yun.
Yep, Raisa Rica Blanca had to adjust to that set, of that bump set. But unfortunately, couldn't get that ball inside the court of the Golden Tigresses.
But I wonder where Greg Cabadon is though, on the side of the Mapúa Lady Cardinals. Because usually, it is Greg Cabadon who was the starting 6 as an opposite spiker here for Mapúa. But right now, Raisa Rica Blanca seems to be also getting her, not just confidence but her usual showing for Mapúa. Minsan kasi may mga players na nakukuha na agad yung laro nila as a starting 6. Minsan naman coming off the bench.
Yep. But that time, it was Angge Poyos, her familiar deadly form for the Golden Tigresses, no?
Pero syempre, calling the shots for the Lady Cardinals, Coach Clarence Esteban. Great read para dito kay Garcia and Rebustes with that tandem dahil na-over-receive nga on the side of UST. This spike is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
So they need more of those. Talking about the Lady Cardinals, Daphne, is that they really have to get those sets faster to delay the block of the Golden Tigresses. But speaking of block, Garcia was at the right place and at the right time on that Braun running attack.
This block is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Solid blocking on the side of the Lady Cardinals, courtesy of Garcia. Hoyos currently struggling on the side of the Golden Tigresses.
Poyos tried to avoid the double block of the Lady Cardinals on that attack. Unfortunately, too much angle at that.
Cass goes to Braun.
Not the best of setup there for Cassie Carvalho and Braun, but that ball was mistimed on that defense for Mapúa.
Battle at the net, Sai Zagula.
Again, Sai Zagula, not the tallest of attackers for the Golden Tigresses, but when she elevates talaga, it's as if she's always on top of that ball.
USC still holding on to this 2-point advantage that they have. The Vika of speed. Poyos from behind. Rica Blanca was there for that pickup. Cass to Braun with that drop. Wise move.
Yep. Smart play that was from Braun, although that set was too short for her liking, but still found a way through.
This school play is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Misread though, because with that float serve, all of a sudden, that ball dropped on the line para kay Angge Poyo. 16-12, heading on sa ating second technical timeout.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
UST on top here by 4 points, 16-12 dito sa ating opening set. It was a tighter showing during the first part of this set, but slowly UST pulling away, led by this rookie, rising rookie para sa side ng Golden Tigresses, Avril Braun. That connection na binibuild up din nila para kay Cassie Carvalho, as that was a block out though.
Again, smart move for the Lady Cardinals there to just use the hands of the blockers, knowing that an established block was already in front of that attack.
Perfect first ball galing dito kay Det Pepito. Cross court with the help of the net for Juju Balingit.
Chance ball na sana yun, Daphne, no, on the side of Mapúa. Unfortunately, nagkitinginan lang yung players from the Lady Cardinals.
Garcia with that first ball.
For contact violation will be committed by the Lady Cardinals.
Coach Clarence Esteban, a bit unhappy here on the sidelines. And with that, going to be settling for less. Immediately calling for some time here as they are behind by 5.
Oy, yung doon sa depensa natin, doon sa base, nakukuha naman natin kaso kailangan natin bumasa eh. Mababa yung bigay mo doon sa quick. Oy, mababa kaya hindi niya makatami. Nakasilip naman kasi yung kumukuha nga yung open spiker. Pag sumama, dapat meron ka doon sa yung option na mawala. Pag dalawa, si Gula nasa harapan mo, commit sa kanya. So, gumawa ka na ibang play. Okay?
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
Well, that timeout was specifically addressed to Gavika, Coach Aying reminding Gavika of the many options that she can take in orchestrating her offense. Like we talked about earlier, Daphne, it's important that Gavika has to separate the blockings of UST, I would say here, especially they're going up against a taller team here. So they really have to outsmart that, and that role or that responsibility will definitely rely heavily on the setter.
Although they're also having some difficulty in terms of addressing that first ball. And with that, a double substitution will happen here as Tambasakan and Morales will be injected in here for the first time on this match. Meanwhile, this rookie, incoming rookie for the Golden Tigers, Avril Bron, continues to serve. They're in the upper hand by 6 points, 19-13. Chai, reverse setup.
A great save there by Angge Poyos.
Saiza was denied. No, said the women from Intramuros.
Great anticipation was on that Saiza Gula attack.
This block is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Just trying to connect that timeout called by Coach Clarence earlier. He was highlighting about the commitment in terms of the blockings. No? If you try to guard Saiza Gula, dapat talaga kumbaga isarado mo yung blockings na yun. That's what they did in that sequence earlier. But May Coronado being activated right now.
And also what Coach Aying made mention on that last time on this, kung makuha man yung blocker sa gitna, sa decoy ng kalaban, at least may isang tao bantay doon. And that's, yun yung importante, may natitirang blocker pa rin kahit papano. Oh, great effort there for the Golden Tigresses.
So far, quality double substitution we saw there from Tambasakan as well as Morales. So they were able to chip in 2 points actually. And with that, pabalik. Itong sila Gavika as well as Rica Blanca, 5 puntos ang kailangan nilang habulin dito. Again, both teams po with a 1-1 record in Pool C. Combination play, pero napasobra ang atake doon.
So far, Rica Blanca could not establish her offense here. Hindi niya nakukuha yung timing eh. Kaya, although the set is at the right height and at the right time, but it's really yung timing na rin ni Rica Blanca. Kaya minsan offshoot yung the way she attacks.
Probably also some jitters off the bench. But some areas for improvement on the side of the Golden Tigresses heading on sa ating set number 2 later on, especially for the bench players who will be playing later on, no? Yung kanilang mga services.
Oh. That will definitely cost the Lady Cardinals here in the opening set.
Pero ngayon, Harasan will be injected in para sa side ng UST Golden Tigers as a service specialist. Sila a 6-point game dito sa ating opening set. Sharp serve. Gavika. Garcia adjusting. Cass. To Braun, no go.
Oh. It's a better execution for Raisa Rica Blanca. this time varying her offense and went for that off-speed attack.
Probably everyone was expecting for a powerful kill coming from Raisa Rica Blanca, but in that sequence, opted to go for that off-speed.
Yes.
Let's see if they could create a run here. Castuavre says, no. What run are you talking about?
That was a great execution on that zero tempo attack.
This spike is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
But of course, in those kinds of attacks or plays, Daphne, you have to give credit as well to the pass. No? And that was that Pepito, the ever-reliable passer for the Golden Tigresses.
As they say, as long as there's a first ball, there is an activation for the middle blockers as Reg Jurado injected in here for the first time.
And that time around, Rica Blanca goes down the line.
That it was actually there guarding that zone, pero that was just too hot to handle. Reg Jurado, welcome back for UST.
That familiar Reg Jurado attack across court. And it's nice to see Reg Jurado back in action now for the Golden Tigresses.
Ang pagbabalik ng isang Reg Jurado. Ngayon, set point na sila. What a save para dito kay Det Pepito. Angge. Pump set. Raisa with that off-speed once again. Reg.
Set point save here for the Lady Cardinals. As the Golden Tigresses will have a numerous opportunity for set point. But if you're Lady Cardinal, you can't afford an error.
Perfect first ball. Perfect setup from Wahe. And perfect finish for Avril Braun.
A great setup job there by the UST Golden Tigresses. And what a way to end this set.
Credit ang setup coming from Arlene Wahe. That first ball from Det Pepito. And Avril Braun with that finish 25-19.
With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on. We still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Cheer for your team while enjoying your Shakey's favorites with the Super League meal deal, now available in 3 types: SSL 1099, SSL Classic, and SSL Gold. Whether you're craving pizza, chicken, mojos, or pasta, there's a bundle for every appetite. You also get to support your favorite team because for every order, 50 pesos goes to your chosen SSL participating school. Whether you're courtside or couchside, enjoy the action with the Super League meal deal. Set number 1 belongs on the side of the Espanya-based squad. Itong UST Golden Tigers says Avril Bron immediately activated by Cassie Carvalho. Kita natin yung mga depensa, yung mga first ball dito, courtesy of Teten Pepito. But of course, Raisa Ricablanca was also present for the Lady Cardinals.
And of course, on the side of the Lady Cardinals, na ang kulang sa kanila is really the ball distribution na para mahiwala yung blockers of the Golden Tigresses. As we look at the numbers here, 14 attack points from the Golden Tigresses compared to only 9 of the Lady Cardinals, while the Lady Cardinals scoring more block points, 3 compared to 1 of UST. But UST here, bumawi naman sa 2 service aces nila, whereas Mapúa could not score an ace against the Golden Tigresses. And also Mapúa scoring, or rather giving away 8 free points to the Golden Tigresses in that opening set.
So 2 service aces ang ibinigay dito ng UST despite those struggles as well from the service area. But set number 2 is about to begin in just a while. Again, all to play po. Hashtag all to play dito sa ating Shakey Super League. Chance for our players also, even for our second sixers, to showcase what they've got, as they have a single set to prove that they're worthy of some quality minutes for their respective teams. This set is brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza at Shakey's. The blessing that she is. Blessing Unekwe with that first point here in the second set.
And an early activation on the middle for the Golden Tigresses there. This is actually a tall starters for UST.
One hand set. That wouldn't work. Arlene. Rejected. Sent back on the side of the Golden Tigresses. Attack from behind. Di pa din. Reg off the blockers. Nailing that one through.
A great execution on that opposite attack by Reg Jurado. In her first attempt, Daphne, kita natin medyo play safe pa lang siya dun eh. She was just trying to target that down the line, but in that last attempt, talagang binelohan niya.
Binaw na talaga yung palo na yun. Talking about Reg Jurado. Great up. Coming from Pau. This time with that drop. 3 points for Reg Jurado. 2 points here in set number 2.
Not the best of sets for Reg Jurado, but still found a way to score a point right behind the double block of the Lady Cardinals.
I like how she was trying to communicate with Arlene, no? Dun sa setup na yun. Massive start para sa side ng UST.
Oh!
Access denied, literally. Blessing Unekwe with a block ND. This block is brought to you by Peri Pear Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. And Coach Shaq de los Santos, supremacy in terms of blockings, no? Nakikita natin na nagtatranslate na yon dito sa UST Golden Tigresses.
That's a better way to do it for Morales after that denial on her first attempt, targeting that down the line on her second attempt.
Even challenging Pau Escobar in that sequence. First bucket para sa side ng Lady Cardinals. Blessing Unekwe again.
So far, the UST, they're just playing side out at the moment. They don't care about the score even though they're ahead of 4 points. Pag nakawaan sila ng point ng Mapúa, Daphne, agad silang bumabawi eh. They don't realize na okay lang lamang naman tayo. What's important to them is that pag makakuha ng point, bawian nila agad. And that's really a good sign.
And knowing that, and knowing that itong si Blessing Unekwe played her rookie year last season. No? For some players, they're not yet used to playing collegiate teams, knowing na yung transition, kumbaga, medyo hirap pa sila. But for Blessing Unekwe, no, heading towards her sophomore year, it's really promising, talking about itong si Blessing, and we hope to see her more to help out itong UST.
For sure. You can already see the potential of that, of Blessing already.
Arlene with that combination play. Jurado. How would you judge Reg from that sequence? This school play is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. The return that you didn't see coming. Reg Jurado with that finish.
It's a great execution by Wahe, leaving Jurado with no blockers right in front of her.
And take note, si Reg Jurado lang, isa sa mga parang seniors para sa side ng UST side dito. Ang kasama niya ngayon sa second set, knowing that she's apparently ailing an injury prior this game, no? So makikita mo, sila Wahe, sila Althea, mga sophomores pa lang. So isa siya sa mga upcoming na, alam mo yun, veterano na.
Yes.
Para sa UST.
Oh.
Great attack point this time. Kayanan with that attack out.
That's what they need right now. Talking about the Lady Cardinals is either to outsmart the blockers or learn to take advantage of the high hands of the Golden Tigresses.
Kita mo parang yun din talaga intention ni Kayanan dun sa atake na yun. Versus meanwhile, tutulong. Kayanan again, a sharp one!
It's a better execution on that and a much faster set for her.
That play was brought to you powered by Smart Our Way, Our Rules. So download the app now.
Kitang-kita niya talaga yung space between the blockers.
Just a 3-point game here in set number 2. Chai. There was an unfortunate net touch para sa side ng Golden Tigresses. 3 straight points para sa Lady Cardinals.
So far, the Golden Tigresses could not get that first ball in the previous rallies.
Paano sasagot itong UST? But unfortunately, Morales setting it straight to the net. Stopping that bleeding. Abante po itong UST 8-5.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app. Choose your number. Activate the eSIM and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Good eyesight makes perfect moments. For expert eye care, state-of-the-art facilities, affordable eyewear. Go to EO. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
You are still watching the Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. During the huddle before this set, the Lady Cardinals were asked by Coach Aying Esteban, natatakot ba kayo sa kalaban? Seeing how the rhythm have changed within the girls, Coach Aying reminded them na kailangan nilang gustuhin manalo, and in order to do so, they have to talk more inside the court. Ngayon ay ibabawing araw sila ng kanilang second stringers, and let's see how they will respond in this set. Daphne and Rhea?
And that response which Coach Aying is waiting for para sa Lady Cardinals, as we saw rather, kahit ang Basakan with their own 1-2 play in that sequence.
It really starts with the mindset, Daphne. Kung you have that mindset, that winning mindset, your body will follow through. So, yun yung gusto sana makita ni Coach Aying Kasi if your physical parang attributes or the way you move inside the court is parang a manifestation of your mindset din
Pero knowing na si Coach Aying, syempre, player din yan dati. UAAP Season 73, MVP and Best Middle Blocker.
Those errors will not help the Lady Cardinals.
Up by 4. Itong UST. Over Santo by Margo Althea.
Wahe to Onekwe.
Again, that connection of Wahe and Onekwe. Although, medyo awkward si Blessing on that attack. But again, her athleticism, her height, and her elevation, the way she jumps, is really an advantage to her.
Morales, on the other hand, struggled on that attempt from the back row. 5-point lead po para sa side ng UST. Timeout naman para kay Coach Ai.
Paluin agad ng mabilis, hindi naman nakapesto yung blocker mo. Ha? May lakad ka ba? O ba't minamadali mo yung follow mo? Imbis na i-follow through mo lang, ginaganon mo lang. Gusto mo, ilipad ng lipad yung bola mo. That's kailangan mo tumalog kasi para mapalo mo na mataas. Okay, control lang, control. Alam, wag madali, mag-isip ng maayos para hindi kayo mawala.
Go guys! Go guys! Viva Mapúa!
Ikaw nga, ikaw na
That
kanina
huddle
pa
was
nga.
powered by Kick. Download the app now.
Again, Coach Aying reminding his girls to outsmart the defense of the Golden Tigresses here, especially at the net. In his words nga, mag-isip ng mag-isip.
Siyempre si Coach Aying, no? Coach din yan ng UST. But for the juniors, or the boys division,
Reg Jurado with that cross-court attack. Although Reg had to slightly adjust on that attack, but still, kuwang-kuha na rin ni Reg yung measurement, no?
Yeah.
It's like a muscle memory for her.
she has been targeting that cross-court actually. Defense by Pau. Sudden change of body movement.
Great ball distribution by Wahe here at the second set.
Massive service coming from Arlene. Nigay sa gitna. Blessing. Nope. And that finish will work para dito kay Nad versus. This spike is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
A smart move from Berses as a Blessing could not get that block.
Perfect first ball. Papalo. Reg Jurado, unstoppable here in set number 2.
What I like about how Reg Jurado attacks is that she's really graceful in every attempt, Daphne, no? Nothing, no extra movements, no extra, let's say, no extra movements nga for her. After she attacks, she lands and she celebrates.
You know, parang she's actually known for that.
Yeah.
No? Always smiling whenever she scores a bucket, or even though yung mga teammates niya nakakuha ng mga puntos na yon. Although itong si Steph Arasan will be sending that ball straight to the net. Bonus point para sa side ng Mapúa. Dean versus part of the starting 6 this time. Pero napasobra ang service na yon. Aabante po itong side ng USC 16-9.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
This fun family piece of the day is brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza here at Shakey's. Again, aside from, you know, that fun connected to volleyball, nagiging connected na rin ang family.
Yes.
At volleyball, syempre, sa Shakey's.
Well, speaking of family, if I may, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my friends from the UST FCL 2E who are watching us live here. Of course, they're cheering for the Golden Tigresses.
Hello, quick shoutout sa inyo, mga Tomasino. At pasensya na po kung wala dyan si Rhea R. Nagtrabaho
po muna.
Nagtrabaho po muna siya. Kaya na po munang bahala sa mga prof nyo. Kung kanina itong side ng UST, they've been struggling in terms of their services. Although meron pa rin naman kaunti ngayon. Pero Mapúa, nakikita natin sila ngayon yung nahihirapan.
Yes. It's as if hindi nila nakukuha yung gusto nilang laro eh.
Versus from the back row. Great save coming from Escobar. And nailing that one through Mishka Fernandez.
Finally, Fernandez making her presence felt here at the second set.
Full jump, hindi. Full jump yun. Eh, ba't ang lambot ng kamay mo? Full jump yun. Diba? Then, anong ginawa mo dun sa block mo? Anong ginawa mo dun sa block mo? Ha? Tinignan, ginanon mo siya, oh. So, wala talagang ano. Okay? Wala magtiwala kayo sa depensa nyo. Kaya aangat naman yan. Ha?
That tunnel was powered by Kick. Download the app now.
You can feel yung pagkahinayang ni Coach Aying on that timeout, Daphne, no? In fact, tinatanong niya yung girls niya kung ano nangyari doon sa play na yon. Kasi andun naman sila eh, nakukuha nila. Pero at some point, it is as if that the girls are very hesitant in their move. And that's not what Coach Aying wants. Gusto niya na committed yung girls eh. And they really have to put their mind and heart into every move that they play.
And they were also able to establish 3 consecutive points here in set number 2. So, alam ni Coach Aying na kaya naman nila. That there's just really something holding on to these girls. Speaking of which, another point will be delivered here coming from Kayanan.
And Kayanan just outsmarting the defense of the Golden Tigresses on that attack. That's how you would respond to a timeout.
And that double substitution will happen once again. Raisa at Gavika babalik para kay Coach Aying. 7 points ang hinahabol nila dito sa ating set number 2. Again, set 1 po, nakuha ng Golden Tigresses. Over-received. Great block. Galing dito kay Arlene. Mishka with that hit. Escobar with it up. And Avril. So there was a hand touch. May tapik na nangyari dun. And with that, our first referee will be trying to clarify things out para sa ating mga linesmen. So, correction, walang naging hand touch doon, no? So, napasobra talaga yung atake doon galing dito kay Bron. So, puntos para sa side ng Mapúa. So, babalik itong si Carvalho as well as Balingit here in set number 2. Garcia will also be injected in here for the Lady Cardinals. Again, 7 points. Ang hinahabol dito ng Mapúa. Bump set. Fernandez adjusting. Gavika. Miss set.
That's going to be an illegal attack of Gavika. Well, it's also because that set was too close to the net, Daphne. No? Hindi na, I think it's impossible for Gavika to set that one. without touching the net. So it's either touch niya yung net or mag-illegal attack.
Batid muli natin mga nanonood on Facebook, on YouTube, and of course, we are live in all Shakey's branches. 3.2 thousand viewers tayo sa YouTube and 1.2 viewers on Facebook. As we greet them, of course. Good afternoon. Long rally sa ating set number 2. Ang nabati ko yun in that sequence. Puntos para sa UST.
It's a great defense, courtesy of Escobar on that last rally. So far, the Mapúa again could not establish their offense here. It's as if hindi nila nakukuha yung momentum nila eh.
Gavika with that reverse setup, choosing Rica Blanca right on the line.
They need to stick to those kinds of plays. Talking about Mapúa, bumalik lang sa basic, maybe go for the long balls, just like what Rica Blanca did, targeting that long shot cross-court.
Still a 7-point lead on the side of the Golden Tigresses, but it's also try to give that spotlight to Pau Escobar. She has been spectacular in that first ball, in those digs. Kaya nagiging madali yung trabaho with Arlene Wahe earlier, and even Cassie Carballo right now.
It really comes in handy for a setter to have a steady libero. And that's exactly what Escobar and that Pepito is doing for the Golden Tigresses.
Ganda pa nung basa nyo doon, doon sa sequence na yun. With that hit coming from Arasan.
Yung mga ganong basa kasi, Daphne, sa coverage, it's either you get the point for free or you give the point away to the opponent. So that's a great read by Escobar in that last sequence.
UST only needs 4 points to snatch set number 2. Avril overshoots that one though.
Well, the UST sits at a comfortable lead here at the second set. They're allowed to make those mistakes, Daphne, as may breathing room naman sila. But of course, you also don't want for Mapúa to have that mini run if you're UST.
And again, nung UST, they were up during that 5th set loss kontra University of the Philippines. I think they were up by 3 or 4 in that sequence. Nagkaroon ng run yung UP. So something na i-challenge mo dito sa UST. On how they tried to finish strong.
But speaking of finish strong, Blessing, again, continues to be an aggressive middle blocker here for the Golden Tigresses.
Babalik. Yung double substitution na yun. Dito pa rin. Itong si Reg Jurado and Arlene Wahe. Again, Arlene Wahe po. She is just actually a walk-in tryout para sa side ng UST. Not other players na, alam mo yun, na-recommend. Kumbaga, she just really tried her luck last year. And with that, right now, siya na yung nagiging backup setter for Cassie Carballo. Coverage was there for the Lady Cardinals. And this one, nailing that one through. What a finish para dito kay Liabres.
Liabres making her presence felt finally here in set number 2. Hindi natin siya narinig or naramdaman ng set number 1. They need more of those attacks coming from Liabres.
Nasa harap niya pa rin si Blessing Unekwe, but she was unbothered by that D. Pero ngayon, puntos muli para sa side ng UST.
Again, Blessing continues to be a threat for the Lady Cardinals here as she scores another point.
(23 serving 15. Arasan, impressive also with her services. Pero nag-struggle naman dun sa atake na yun, itong si Liabres.
Medyo nanggigil si Liabres on that attack.
Set point na po. Itong UST, Arasan continues to serve for the Golden Tigresses. Another sharp one. Gavika to Rica Blanca, unable to contain.
Great setup job by Gavika to Rica Blanca at the pipe.
This school play is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
Of course, the Lady Cardinals, again, no room for errors.
Great first ball galing dito kay Arasan. Gavika to Garcia.
Great cross-court kill there by Garcia using that open space between the blockers. Yep.
Buhay pa rin po dito ang Lady Cardinals. Although in that sequence, not anymore. As UST Golden Tigresses will be taking on set number 2. Abanti po sila dito, 25-17.
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Let's all party. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on. We still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Cheer for your team while enjoying your Shakey's favorites with the Super League meal deal. Now available in 3 types: SSL 1099, SSL Classic, and SSL Gold. Whether craving pizza, chicken, mojos, or pasta, there's a bundle for every appetite. You also get to support your favorite team because for every order, 50 pesos goes to your chosen SSL participating school. Whether you're courtside or couchside, enjoy the action with the Super League meal deal. Here in set number 2, we saw, even though itong mga second stringers, nagpakitang gilas din sila led by Blessing Onekwe, yung depensa, yung first ball, yung dicks ni Pao Escobar, at syempre yung playmaking style ni Arlene Wahe.
And we saw how Redo back in form in her regular lefty offense in that set. Of course, another decisive win by the Golden Tigresses with 13 attack points compared to 11 of Mapúa. 1 block point for the Golden Tigresses there, although no block points and service aces for Mapúa here. Unfortunately for them, they gave away free 11 points to UST in that match. So that's something that the Lady Cardinals have to contain going into this set.
Naunahan talaga. Itong side ng UST kanina nung set number 2. I think they went with 3-0 run. Nagkaroon sila ng palitan ng puntos. Pero nagkaroon din ng 3 straight points itong Lady Cardinals. But bandang gitna, dun talaga nakapag-pull away itong UST. So observing our lineup here in set number 3. Again, hashtag all to play. For Coach Shaq is opting to inject yung kanilang mga first sixers to retain in here. Meanwhile, for Coach Aying, mukhang ganun din ang gusto niyang strategy. This set is brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza here at Shakey's. At syempre, gusto rin po namin batiin ang napakabait namin na SSL Audio Supervisor. Of course, Mr. Shalom Uy. Good evening po. At happy birthday. Sana po makatikim kami ng Shanghai.
Oh!
Julia Balingit with that first point for UST.
She started off set number 1 with a powerful hit. And likewise, starting set number 3 with that combination play.
Oh, for sure, para dito kay Coach Chuck, may strategy din yan, no? Not to probably exhaust din itong sila Red Shurado, knowing that they're still trying to literally get back on track. But Cassie Carvalho, with the help of the net, will be delivering a service ace. Ganda ng service na yun. Rice will be just sending the ball over. Carvalho reverses kay Julia. Doon yung coverage courtesy of Angge.
Oh,
Rica Blanca. Salva pa sana yun.
Yep. Cassie Carvalho was actually there, but that Rica Blanca attack was too strong for her.
That play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart Our Way, Our Rules. Download the app now. Again, itong si Raisa Rica Blanca scored 20 points during their first game against UP. Second game, 13 points. So she has been consistent with that double-digit output here for Coach Aying.
But again, for the Lady Cardinals, it's the same errors dragging them down.
So that will be another bonus point para sa side ng Lady Cardinals. So that service sent straight to the net. Para po sa ating mga viewers, feel free to comment down on Facebook, on YouTube. We will try our best to read your comments. Gusto niyo pong batiin mga players na ni-root nyo for this battle between UST and Mapúa. We got you. Just like how Cassie Carvalho got itong si Angge Poyos in that sequence.
I was also gonna say the same thing. What an effort that was from Cassie Carvalho. Di na nga, medyo awkward na nga yung first ball, but nagawa niya pa rin paraan isa to Angge Poyos.
Has been a series of service aces and service errors so far for this Espana-based squad. May Coronado chipping in points for Coach Chuck.
Yep, a strong start for the Golden Tigresses here.
Gavica to Garcia. One-hand save, courtesy of Rebustes.
Oh!
No one was there in that sweet spot from behind.
Smart move from Leabres. Again, targeting that corner pocket.
Over-received. Took advantage by the Lady Cardinals.
Garcia again aggressive at the net for the Lady Cardinals.
Rian Garcia just celebrated her birthday last September 30. What a pickup galing dito kay Rebustes. Cross court, kinuha naman. Itong si Carvalho, Angge off the blockers.
Great bump set there coming from that Pipito at the last minute. Going for that reverse set.
Just a 2-point game sa ating third set. I guess this is still a close one. That's Kapitana Det Pepito on the side of UST.
Service error for the Golden Tigresses.
Saiza with that first ball, activating Braun. Garcia's defense is alive though. Det with that save. They go to Angge, sharp one. Rebu with that save. Pass to Angge again.
Oh, great
Garcia
save.
continues to man that defense at the back. And Raisa making sure that effort of Garcia from behind wouldn't put into waste. This spike is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
You have to give that point to the defense of the Lady Cardinals. Ikita mo talaga yung commitment nila sa mga attempt nila and sa defense. And of course, as that popular saying goes, no hard work goes unnoticed din talaga.
Imagine mo parang tatlo atang dinks yun sa likod. Just to keep things alive.
Oh.
Solid defense here. Coming from Rebu as well. Great dig. Galing kay Kapitana. Det. Rebu. Gising na gising. High ball. Hindi gagana. Cast to Angge. Faster swipe.
That set was low and fast for Angge Poyos, but Angge Poyos found that corner pocket for the Lady Cardinals. Again, being crafty on every attack.
Sharp one. Raisa. Slower pace of volleyball here.
No ball control there for Cassie Carvalho. Free point will be given to Mapúa.
We're deadlock at 7 here in the third set. You go to Sai. That will not go over. Mapúa Lady Cardinals will be in the upper hand here by a single point, 8-7.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Good eyesight makes perfect moments. For expert eye care, state-of-the-art facilities, affordable eyewear. Go to EO. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
Unli projects, plans, play, games! With Smart Unli 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier, yummier.
Welcome back to the Shakey Super League Preseason Unity Cup. Nicole Ong's leadership has always been outstanding, and this actually runs in the blood as her father, Steve Ong, was actually also a team captain in basketball during his high school days. Nicole shared with me how his father always gives her advice on how to handle the team and how to bring everyone together. And we can truly also see the undying support of Nicole's father and her whole family actually, may it be live at the arenas or even online. And let's see if Nicole and the Lady Cardinals can bounce back in this set. Daphne and Rhea.
Thank you so much, Mikey, for that report. But your response para dito sa side ng UST after that technical timeout. Tying things up at 8, but of course, we'd like to say hi sa family nga nitong si Nicole Ong. And Nicole Ong, 2-time NCAA Best Middle Blocker, taking up BS Architecture para sa Mapúa. And her initial sport is actually basketball din.
Which is evident sa athleticism ni Nicole.
Buhay pa rin ang bola dito after those numerous scramble D. Carvalho to Saiza. Sent back sa Espanya. Balingit with that push. Battle at the net. Rebu. Sansa para sa Golden Tigresses. Coronado was denied.
And Nicole Ong again proving herself why she is the NCAA best blocker.
This block is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
It's a well-timed block by Nicole Ong.
Golong studied in Chiang Kai-shek in high school. Pero di nga, actually di pa natin masyadong nararamdaman itong si Golong sa larong ito. Pero May Coronado, pinabawi ni Carvalho in that sequence. This school play is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Hong with that swipe. You go to Zaiza. She has been read well by that net defense by the Lady Cardinals.
And Balingit again. That cross-court attack. Everyone so far now for the Golden Tigresses contributing points. And that's all because of the great orchestration of Cassie Carvalho in the offense of the Golden Tigresses.
Sharp serve for Cassie. Yabres. Buhay din kasi ang depensa sa likod dito for UST. What a save!
Alive.
Grabe si Rebu para sa Mapúa.
Oh! A great read by that Pipito. One step forward na siya dun, Daphne. She was ready to get that ball, talking about that Pipito, but at the last minute, decided that nope, this ball will definitely sail out, and she's right about that.
May best middle blocker itong side ng Mapúa. Meron tayong back-to-back best libero for UST. Of course, Detet Pipito, season 85 and 86 UAAP best libero. Ball still playable here. Size of the first ball. Cass choosing Angge from behind.
It's a great decision for Cassie Carvalho to go to Angge Poyos on that last play. Unfortunately, Angge Poyos overcooked that one.
You'd see that intention, trying to target that end line against the Lady Cardinals. So just a 1-point game here in the third set.
Only Riabres finally getting that ace after two service errors rather. They needed that ace from her.
Riabres with that intentional service. Jump serve para dito kay Liabres. Same spot, but different result. But still challenging. Itong side ng UST, Rica Blanca. Wise move.
Again, just using the hands of the blockers and going for that out, knowing she's up against a pretty tall defenders in front of her.
3 straight points para dito sa side ng Lady Cardinals. Balingit. Garcia. And buhay na buhay. Det to Balingit. Side ng Mapúa Lady Cardinals. Silang lalamang dito ng 2 points.
So, bumababa yung natin, yung sa transition natin. Kailangan ma-convert sa top. Julia, ha? Okay? Papasa muna ulit. Yung save nila, more on dito bumabagsak sa mga 6 meters lang. So, galaw ka. Pag contact sa bola, dapat galaw agad tayo. Tingnan nyo kung short or long, ha? Ikaw.
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now. Mukhang kailangan na atang magpayong dito sa lakas ng ulan.
Of course, for everyone who's outside right now, galing man sa work or sa school, ay mag-ingat po tayo, especially the rain is very hard nga outside.
So probably, perfect call for time, actually, for Coach Shaq. To stop that momentum for the Lady Cardinals as they were able to create that 4 straight points. Kaya umabante rin ang 2 puntos kanina itong Lady Cardinals. Oh, pantay sarado. Blessing as well as Angge with that tandem and that locked-in net D. This block is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
Angge Poyos was already manning that net against Rica Blanca.
Gavika to Garcia. That it was there. Rebu to Rica Blanca. Another block point here for UST.
That hang time for Blessing. Just really waiting on that drop ball of Rica Blanca.
Yun ang katangkad si Blessing, no? Kahit na pababa na siya dun sa block na yun. Aabanti muli itong UST by a single point, 14-13. 3 straight points right after that timeout.
Great zero tempo attack there by Nicole Ong.
This goal play is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
Ganda nung setup job ni Gavika.
Although, merong positional fault na itatawag dito kontra UST.
That's a free point for the Lady Cardinals.
They're now tied at 14. Gavika to Garcia. Missed hit.
Yep. Good intention for Garcia to go cross-court on that attack. But like you mentioned, Daphne, hindi niya nakuha yung hit na gusto niya.
$15 all. They go to Rica Blanca. Wanna work. Pass to Angge. Second time. That save will work on the side of the Lady Cardinals. UST on top here by a point.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app. Choose your number. Activate the eSIM and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
The Shakey Super Fans of the Game is brought to you by Shakey's. From era to era to era, the fun keeps rolling. 50 years of fun, family, and pizza here at Shakey's. May mga supporters tayo dito mula UST. I saw that logo on their uniforms. Great to see you here dito sa Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
All the way from Espanya.
Sana di pa bahal.
Doon ka pa naman umuwi.
Kaya nga eh. Pero ito, Julia Balingin comes alive for UST, ensuring that they'll be in command of this third set. This spike is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
Grabe yung dynamic ni Julia Balingit, no? Very opposite sila ni Reg Jurado, I would say. Reg Jurado, she's very graceful. She's very like a one motion attacker. But si Balingit, very explosive, and just like that, similar to Angge Poyos.
That explosive hammer kill galing dito kay Angge Poyos. That will lead Coach Hayek to call for some time.
Nakita nyo naman na dito papaluin, which is yung dapat yung nangyayari. Okay, sige lang. Lumalayo sila, sige lang, habulin lang natin. Huwag kayong tumigil, kaya tayo natatalo kasi tumitigil kayo eh. Okay naman yung depensahan natin kanina, tuloy-tuloy lang. Bakit? Gumagalaw kayo din. Ulitin nyo lang yun, galawan nyo lang.
Cut tayo. Side out isa, side out.
That huddle was powered by Kick. Download the app now. So right now, Still up by 3 points itong side ng UST. Kanina, isang puntos lang kaalamangan nila right after the technical timeout. So Coach Aying called for a immediate timeout as well.
Service error by Blessing.
Lucky break on the side of the Lady Cardinals. So a double substitution will happen here sa side ng Mapúa. Morales as well as Tampasakan will be injected back in. Pass to Braun. Little bit of collision here for the Lady Cardinals. Braun this time with a drop.
Braun changing things up after that unsuccessful attempt the first time. And in her second attempt, changing the speed and tempo, going for that drop ball.
Now Coach Shaq with his own version of double substitution. Corrado and Wahe will be inserted back in. Their turn is going to be crucial here for the Golden Tigresses as they're up here by 3. Chai, that was a high setup.
Mistimed attack there from Garcia.
Another double substitution here. Babalik na ulit itong sila Raisa as well as si Gavika.
Again, Rico Blanca struggling on that attack.
And USC slowly pulling away here as timeout will be called here for Coach Ike, his last one. Right after the timeout, point para sa side ng Lady Cardinals.
Great hustle there for the Lady Cardinals. And again, Liabres continues to target that zone 1.
Back-to-back points for Mapúa. At nabubuhayan ng loob itong Lady Cardinals. Probably that TED Talk working out well.
Yes.
After that timeout by Coach Aying, back-to-back points para sa Mapúa.
Sayang hindi lang natin narinig yung timeout, Daphne, no?
Nagkaroon lang ng technical difficulties. But imagine, 3 straight points for the Lady Cardinals. Now it's time for Coach Shaq to call for some time in that sequence.
Pasa muna ito, magtulong kayo bro pag short ball. Anong usapan? Kuha. Huwag yung panoorin. Okay? Kasi pag wala tayong pa, tapos pag kumounter sila, single block, ay nasaan ang pattern ng depensa natin? Isa-isa, anong pattern ng depensa? Nakatago tayo, ha? Okay?
And the system of the Golden Tigresses there, they need to stop that mini run of the Lady Cardinals here.
And he's really allowing his players to realize na naging sakit nga nila yung mga finish. So, this is the perfect time for them to really showcase that they've learned their lesson already. Gavika activates Garcia from behind. That clearly sailed in.
4 straight points